Peppa Pig and the Sad Teddy Bear. The teddy bear is lying on Peppa's bed. Peppa plays with a Rubik's Cube. George runs past and accidentally bumps the teddy bear. The teddy bear falls onto the floor. Peppa turns around and sees the teddy bear. Peppa walks toward the teddy bear. Peppa bends down and picks up the teddy bear. Peppa gently brushes the dust off the teddy bear. Peppa hugs the teddy bear in her arms. George stands nearby and watches curiously. Peppa puts the teddy bear back on the bed. Peppa sits next to the teddy bear. Peppa sees George, and they both smile happily at each other. A colorful rainy day. It is raining outside. Peppa and George cannot play in the garden. Peppa goes into the house. Daddy Pig is watching TV. Oh, Daddy Pig has an idea. Huh? He brings out a box of crayons. Peppa wants to draw, and George chooses yellow for Peppa. And Peppa draws her favorite yellow dinosaur.
A rain of sweet candy.
It looks like rain. Peppa and George are about to run inside. Oh, but this isn't ordinary rain. A shower of sweet marshmallows is falling from the sky. Quick, everyone! Let's catch the treasures from the sky. It's the best rainy day in the whole wide world.
Peppa and the Little Picnic. Peppa holds a small basket and looks around the grass. Peppa spreads the picnic blanket on the ground. George runs over, carrying a toy food box. Peppa smiles happily. Peppa sits down and puts the food on the blanket.
Huh?
Peppa pretends to eat and nods happily. George copies her and pretends to eat too. They both laugh together. Peppa lies on her back and looks up at the sky. George lies down next to Peppa. They watch the clouds slowly drifting by. Peppa and George smile and relax. The pig family arrives at a farm to try being farmers for the day. We're going to be farmers and take care of the plants, Peppa says. Everyone gets ready to start working on the farm. Peppa and George start watering the plants. I'm going to water the plants so they can grow big and strong, Peppa says. George helps his sister by watering around the garden. Peppa and George begin to pick ripe tomatoes from the garden. Look, our tomatoes are ready, Peppa says. The pig family continues to pick vegetables and put them in their baskets. After a hard day's work on the farm, the pig family sits down to enjoy the vegetables they just picked. We can eat what we've grown with our own hands, Daddy Pig says. Everyone enjoys a meal and feels proud of their hard work. After a hard day's work, the pig family sits down to rest. Being a farmer is fun, but I like playing more, Peppa says. Daddy Pig laughs and says, helping on the farm is good, but playing is fun too. The whole family laughs and feels proud of their work. Peppa and the small toy car. Peppa walks into the living room slowly. Peppa stops when she sees a small toy car on the floor. Peppa sits down and gently touches the car. The car rolls slowly. Peppa opens her eyes wide and smiles. Peppa places her hand behind the car. Peppa gently pushes the car forward. The car rolls across the floor. Peppa runs after the car. The car stops near George. George looks at the car curiously. George touches the car. George pushes the car back toward Peppa. Peppa catches the car with both hands. Peppa and George laugh happily.
Yeah. Whoa! Wow! Peppa Pig and the ball rolling in the wind. The ball lies still on the grass. A gentle breeze blows. The ball slowly rolls away, even though no one touches it. Peppa widens her eyes and tilts her head as she watches. Peppa walks after the ball, without running fast. The ball rolls slowly, changing direction with the wind. George runs over and points at the ball. Just in time, Peppa catches up too. Peppa gently places her foot on the ball. Peppa gently kicks the ball over to George. George gently kicks the ball back to Peppa. Peppa kicks the ball too hard, and it flies up. Peppa and George run after the ball. Peppa hugs the ball in her arms. Peppa turns to George and smiles happily. The sunglasses. It's a sunny day. Peppa thinks wearing sunglasses will make her look very stylish. But the sunglasses are much too big for George. He looks like a cheeky little bear. Oh dear, it seems George isn't the only one with sunglasses trouble. Daddy Pig has the opposite problem. Whether sunglasses are too big or too small, the Peppa family always knows how to have fun together. Peppa and the sparkly bunny friend. Little Peppa was playing with her stuffed bunny. Big Peppa came over and asked curiously, "Where did you get this bunny?" Little Peppa smiled and pointed into the distance. The two sisters ran off and discovered a magical scene,
a table and chairs made of mooncakes, and a big gate guarded by white rabbits. Little Peppa sat on a mooncake chair and pointed to the gate. Big Peppa bravely went inside and soon came back, holding 2 more lovely stuffed bunnies. The sisters were overjoyed, hugging all their bunnies as they sat together at the mooncake tea table under the gentle moonlight. Peppa Pig and the Giant Paper Crane. Yahoo! After the rain, a small stream appears in the yard, drawing Peppa and George's curiosity. Wow! A giant glowing paper crane floats toward them like magic. It lifts them gently into a magical journey around the garden. It carries them through a star-filled universe with shimmering planets. At the end, it brings them home and shrinks into Peppa's hand like a mysterious gift. The mystery toy box. It's a morning just like any other. Until Susie arrives with a mysterious box. No one knows what's inside, but Peppa and George can already feel the excitement bubbling up. It's not candy and it's not dolls. It's a whole miniature construction world. And just like that, a brand new adventure begins for our 3 little builders. Peppa is the architect, Susie the engineer, and George the most dedicated dump truck driver ever. They work together with laughter and joy. But wait, that tower looks a tiny bit wobbly. With Peppa, George, and Susie, every day is a new adventure, filled with laughter and friendship. The pig family arrives at a farm to try being farmers for the day. We're going to be farmers and take care of the plants, Peppa says. Everyone gets ready to start working on the farm. Peppa and George start watering the plants. I'm going to water the plants so they can grow big and strong, Peppa says. George helps his sister by watering around the garden. Peppa and George begin to pick ripe tomatoes from the garden. Look, our tomatoes are ready, Peppa says. The pig family continues to pick vegetables and put them in their baskets. After a hard day's work on the farm, the pig family sits down to enjoy the vegetables they just picked. We can eat what we've grown with our own hands, Daddy Pig says. Everyone enjoys a meal and feels proud of their hard work. After a hard day's work, the pig family sits down to rest. Being a farmer is fun, but I like playing more, Peppa says. Daddy Pig laughs and says,
Helping on the farm is good, but playing is fun too. The whole family laughs and feels proud of their work. The Dinosaur Tunnel. Today is a beautiful day.
Huh?
Peppa and George discover a mysterious little door underground. Where could it lead? Without hesitation, they step inside. The glowing tunnel spins around them, leading to a whole new world. And what a surprise! Beyond the tunnel is a legendary dinosaur world, full of life, color, and excitement. Peppa and George join the fun. They ride dinosaurs, soar over rainbows, and laugh all the way through their adventure. As the sun begins to set, the tunnel disappears. But the secret of the dinosaur tunnel will always be their magical memory. Peppa Pig and the Little Round Ball. In front of Peppa's house, with gentle sunshine, a small round ball slowly rolls into the yard. Peppa stands and looks, tilting her head curiously. George sits behind, watching the ball. Peppa bends down and gently pushes the ball with her hand. The ball rolls toward George. George happily stands up. George kicks the ball a little too hard, and the ball rolls faster. The ball rolls past Peppa, and Peppa runs after it. From a distance, Daddy Pig watches. Peppa stops the ball. Peppa gently kicks the ball toward George. George catches the ball and laughs loudly. Daddy Pig appears, and the whole family laughs happily. On a lovely sunny morning, Peppa and George were playing in the park. Peppa was sitting on the swing, watching as George played happily on the slide. Hey! Hey! Aha! Hey! Hey! Boo! Hey! Special rain. The rain begins, but it's not ordinary rain. Sparkling, colorful drops fall into Peppa's garden. Each magical raindrop turns into a beautiful flower. The green garden bursts into colorful blooms. Huh? Mommy Pig and Daddy Pig run into the garden, amazed by the magical flower garden created by the rain. The whole family laughs joyfully. Peppa and George dance among the flowers, enjoying the magical rain with their family. A very special day, full of colors and happiness. Peppa and George lay on the grass, watching fluffy white clouds drift across the sky.
Whoa! Ah! Huh? Nah. Huh? Whoa! Ah! Whoa! Huh? Whoa! Hooray! A happy morning starts with, a delicious chocolate cake. Oh my, who could resist? But when the baby turned around, oh what? Where did the cake go? The little pig is on a hunt. Under the table, in the fridge, even in his boots. And finally, the cake was right in the hands of the pig, eating deliciously. But don't worry, Piggy has prepared a second portion of cake for you. How sweet! Peppa's Great Ball Chase. Peppa kicks the ball and it rolls down the hill. Yahoo! Peppa and George run after it, but the ball keeps rolling faster. The ball falls into a flower bush, and Peppa crawls in to look for it. George is delighted when he sees Peppa find the ball. The two of them continue playing football in the park. Today is sports day at Peppa's school. All the kids are so excited. The whistle blows. It's time to start. The kids line up neatly under the teacher's guidance. Their faces show excitement and anticipation. What will be the first event? They were both excitedly talking to each other about who ran faster and reached the finish line first. The race begins! The kids run with all their might, their feet flying across the ground. Who will reach the finish line first? One by one, all the others fall behind, leaving only Peppa and Rebecca Rabbit chasing each other at full speed. The cheers from the crowd get louder, and the tension rises. Molly Cat won! Wow, she's so fast! One morning, George wakes up and looks around his room. Toys are scattered all over the floor. Books lie in a messy pile on the desk. And the blanket and pillows are all over the bed. George puts, he hands on, he hips, sighs, but decides he will turn her messy room into a tidy, cozy place. George starts picking up each toy, sorting them by shape and color, then placing them into different boxes. One for cars, one for stuffed animals, and one for building blocks. Each time George closes a lid, George stacks the boxes neatly against the wall. George folds his blanket carefully, smoothing out each corner. While folding, a big teddy bear hidden inside the blanket falls to the floor. George giggles, hugs the bear for a moment, then places it neatly at the head of the bed, right next to her favorite pillow. After dusting the desk and arranging the books in order, George steps back to look at the whole room. Everything is clean and tidy, the floor is clear and shiny. George lies down on the bed, opens a picture book, and enjoys the cozy feeling of George's freshly cleaned room. Peppa and George are playing with a balloon in the park. A strong gust of wind blows the balloon up into the sky. Peppa looks up at the balloon, startled. George points at the sky, following the balloon with his eyes. Peppa and Daddy Pig start running after the balloon, trying to keep up as it flies higher. Peppa and Daddy Pig run across the grassy field, their legs moving quickly. George runs behind, watching the balloon and smiling. Peppa and Daddy Pig spot the balloon caught in a tree branch. Peppa points at the tree, excited to see the balloon. Daddy Pig uses a long stick to try and reach the balloon from the tree. Peppa hops around happily. Peppa and Daddy Pig are happy to have rescued the balloon. Peppa holds the balloon in her hands, smiling. George jumps up joyfully. The pig family sits down together and continues to play in the park. The pig family arrives at a farm to try being farmers for the day. We're going to be farmers and take care of the plants, Peppa says. Everyone gets ready to start working on the farm. Peppa and George start watering the plants. I'm going to water the plants so they can grow big and strong, Peppa says. George helps his sister by watering around the garden. Peppa and George begin to pick ripe tomatoes from the garden. Look, our tomatoes are ready, Peppa says. The pig family continues to pick vegetables and put them in their baskets. After a hard day's work on the farm, the pig family sits down to enjoy the vegetables they just picked. We can eat what we've grown with our own hands, Daddy Pig says. Everyone enjoys a meal and feels proud of their hard work. After a hard day's work, the pig family sits down to rest. Being a farmer is fun, but I like playing more, Peppa says. Daddy Pig laughs and says, helping on the farm is good, but playing is fun too. The whole family laughs and feels proud of their work. The Mud Castle. Today, the garden is wet and full of soft, squishy mud. Peppa has a wonderful idea to build a mud castle. Piece by piece, the mud pile grows taller and taller. Oh dear, mud is very slippery, and castles are not so strong. Even though the mud castle falls, the fun is still standing tall. Peppa Pig and the opening box. Peppa and George are playing in the living room. In the corner of the room, there is a small cardboard box with its lid slightly open. Daddy Pig is sitting on a chair, and Mummy Pig is sitting beside him. Peppa bends down to look inside the box. George is also curious and leans closer to the box.
The box shakes slightly, making both of them jump in surprise. Peppa opens the box completely. Daddy Pig sees it from a distance, so he walks over and leans in to look inside. Inside are a few toys. Peppa holds the toy, and George jumps up excitedly. Daddy Pig and Mommy Pig smile. The empty box lies still on the floor. Peppa Family Rainy Day. Peppa is dashing around, giggling with her dinosaur in hand. Despite the rain outside, Peppa and George are happily playing indoors. George is happily playing with his toy airplane. Huh? With a little imagination, the living room turns into Princess Peppa's castle, guarded by Sir George the dinosaur. Something's missing! George, come here! Peppa calls out. Oh dear, poor George! That chair is almost bigger than him. All hail King Dinosaur, ruler of the castle! Today is a sunny day. The pig family decides to go on a picnic. Daddy Pig loads the car with lots of food and drinks. The car drives along the countryside road with a cool breeze and cheerful birds singing. When they arrive at a green meadow, everyone spreads out a picnic blanket and sets out sandwiches, fruit, and juice. Suddenly, a little yellow bee buzzes over. George feels a bit scared, but the bee just visits the flowers nearby. The family enjoys their delicious meal under the warm sunshine. They laugh together, making it a perfect day. Peppa Pig loves picnics, especially with her family. Peppa Pig and the ripe apple tree. Peppa spots the apple tree, heavy with ripe red apples. She bounces up and down, reaching as high as she can, but the apples sway teasingly above her, just out of reach. George grabs the tree trunk and shakes it with all his strength. A few apples tumble down with a satisfying thud, but instead of landing in their hands, the apples roll, roll, roll far away. Peppa and George scramble after them, completely out of breath. Exhausted, the two sit under the tree, ready to give up. Suddenly, a gust of wind shakes the branches. One shiny apple drops straight down, rolling right to Peppa's feet. George picks it up proudly, holding it like treasure. Peppa giggles. The two share the apple, munching happily under the tree.
Ah.
Peppa Pig and Tidy Up Day.
Peppa and George's room. Toys are scattered all over the floor. Teddy bears, balls, and building blocks. Peppa looks around the room, a little surprised. George sits among the toys, happily playing. Mummy Pig walks in, smiling. Mummy Pig hands a toy box to Peppa. Peppa picks up a teddy bear and puts it into the box. George picks up a ball, but it rolls away. Daddy Pig comes in from outside. Daddy Pig picks up the ball and hands it back to George. George smiles happily. Peppa and the apple on the high table. A red apple sits on a tall table. Ooh! Aha!
2 hours later.
The magical ladder. But this was no ordinary ladder. It began to shake and slowly lift off the ground. Peppa climbed up quickly, while George held on tight. Together, they rose higher and higher. The ladder floated past the apple tree, gently knocking apples down into the grass. Finally, the ladder landed back on the ground. Peppa and George tumbled off, laughing all the way. Today is a fun-filled swimming day for Peppa's family. Everyone is excited as they head to the pool for a day of splashing, swimming, and making unforgettable memories together. Everyone steps out from the changing rooms, Peppa and George in their colorful swimsuits. Mummy Pig and Daddy Pig are also ready to relax and enjoy a day by the pool. Everyone is putting on their swimsuits, ready for a fun day at the pool. Daddy begins to blow up the float for his little one. Daddy is blowing up the float for his daughter. Now we can go into the water. Hey! Hey! Oh, so it turns out little brother is afraid
the giant tire.
Yay! Wow!
Today, Peppa and her family discover something surprising in the backyard. A giant tire. The tire is so big that everyone has to look up. It's like a tall, round tower. Peppa and George are so excited. They run around the tire, jump up and down, and giggle happily.
Huh?
Daddy Pig gives it a little push, and the tire starts to roll. Oh no! Now the giant tire is rolling across the garden, and everyone laughs as they run after it. At last, the tire stops and turns into the perfect place for Peppa and George to play. What a funny and exciting adventure! The sunglasses. It's a sunny day. Peppa thinks wearing sunglasses will make her look very stylish. But the sunglasses are much too big for George. He looks like a cheeky little bear. Oh dear, it seems George isn't the only one with sunglasses trouble. Daddy Pig has the opposite problem. Whether sunglasses are too big or too small, the Peppa family always knows how to have fun together. Peppa Pig and Daddy Pig's hat. Daddy Pig sits on a chair in the garden, wearing his familiar hat and holding a glass of water. Peppa and George are playing with a ball nearby. Daddy Pig stands up to water the plants and accidentally leaves his hat on the chair. A gentle breeze blows by and the hat gently wobbles. Peppa sees the hat and walks over curiously. Huh? Peppa tries on the hat. It's too big and covers her eyes. George giggles. A stronger gust of wind blows through. The hat flies off Peppa's head. Peppa and George run after the hat. The hat lands right in front of Daddy Pig. Daddy Pig bends down, picks up the hat, and puts it back on his head. Peppa and George run over, see Daddy Pig wearing his hat, and laugh loudly. Peppa and the Funny Clouds. On a gentle afternoon, Peppa and George lie on the soft grass, gazing up at the wide blue sky. A long cloud drifts by, curling into the shape of a dinosaur. Its funny form makes the afternoon more exciting.
Whoa!
Right after, a puffy cloud grows big like a multi-layered cake, glowing softly under the sunlight. Next, a cloud stretches into an elephant shape, as if blowing a cool breeze that makes the leaves tremble. More clouds appear, forming hearts, trains, whales, and even a cloud that looks just like Peppa, turning the sky into a playful painting. As the sun begins to set, the clouds shift to warm shades of pink and orange, ending a magical and imaginative afternoon. Today, golden sunlight bathes Peppa's garden. A gentle breeze and bird song welcome a truly wonderful morning.
Peppa just can't sit still when the bright blue sky calls her outside. Meanwhile, George enjoys building his own little tower. But fun is always better when shared. Before long, the kite is dancing high above, swaying with every gust of wind. Library. Today, Peppa and George are going to the bookstore. Come on, family, let's get in the car. Peppa and George really love going to the bookstore. There are so many books to choose from. Peppa picks a princess book. And George chooses a dinosaur book. Peppa and George were amazed when a giant ball rolled toward them. The ball was too big, but Peppa didn't give up and decided to push it. The rolling ball created funny circles, making Peppa laugh non-stop. George joined in, helping Peppa to control the giant ball together. When the ball hit a puddle, huge splashes sprayed everywhere, making them laugh even more. Finally, they realized that sometimes the greatest fun is just a giant ball and your own laughter. Whoa! Woo-hoo-hoo! Wow! Woo-hoo-hoo! Exploring the Halloween house. One starry evening, Mommy called out, "Kids, it's time to explore our new house." Hearing that, the two siblings jumped up, their eyes sparkling with excitement. Without hesitation, they climbed onto the magic broom. "Let's fly!" They cheered, and the broom instantly soared into the glittering night sky. Before long, they landed in front of their brand new house. In the yard, little gifts were waiting, like a warm welcome. The two siblings carried the presents inside and sat down to play happily.
Wow! Yahoo! The Mud Castle. Hey! Hey! Today, the garden is wet and full of soft, squishy mud. Peppa has a wonderful idea to build a mud castle. Piece by piece, the mud pile grows taller and taller. Oh dear, mud is very slippery, and castles are not so strong. Even though the mud castle falls, the fun is still standing tall. Peppa and the colorful balloons. Peppa walks into the garden and sees a bunch of colorful balloons. Peppa opens her eyes wide and runs closer. George runs after her, looking curiously at the balloons. Peppa gently touches the balloons. George points at the blue balloon and smiles. Peppa gives one balloon to George. George hugs the balloon and runs around. Peppa throws a balloon into the air. Peppa and George look up, surprised. Daddy Pig comes out and sees the balloons floating high. Daddy Pig holds the balloon strings tightly. Peppa and George jump up happily. Peppa and George play together with a bunch of colorful balloons. The whole family laughs happily. Peppa and George lay on the grass, watching fluffy white clouds drift across the sky.